I said, yo, what's good, everybody? I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic. Got a new video for you today. Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Oh, I almost forgot. I said, yo. So, you saw the title. You saw the thumbnail. We got to talk about some of the recent Bucks signings and just see what Bucks Nation feels about these some of these recent signings and the impact of any of these signings have on the lineup or our roster. Period. On the positive side, I'm glad we're getting some youth and getting them into our system. So it's good that we're signing some players to the G League and these two-way contracts to hopefully develop some homegrown talent. I get that. But we're a championship caliber team. What is the hold up, horse? What are you waiting on? Y'all signing all these random players, and that's cool, like I said, for developing the talent. But we have a team and a superstar that has championship aspirations. What are we doing? What are we doing? That's what we're here to talk about. How do you guys feel about these signings? Do you care? Uh are you guys still Are we still waiting on Horst to make a move? Do we give Horst until the trade deadline, or do we give Horst until like the end of the year? Because I am not excited with what I'm seeing recently from the Milwaukee Bucks. Like I said, I understand the homegrown talent and getting people in our system and getting youth, which is nice. But we need players that are going to make an immediate impact on this team. Like that's just it. At the end of the day, the Bucks Nation is waiting on the Bucks to make a big move. You've been here. You heard of what Giannis said. Everybody is riled up. Horse should be riled up right now. Horse should be on the line with teams as we speak, trying to make something happen. That's it. Period. Like I just don't know what else to say. Like I don't know what Horse is waiting on. We only have one of a couple players that it even makes sense for us to get, which are like Harden, Dame, and maybe even if it's a Zach LaVine. We all know this. Either make it happen or say we can't do it. But let the fans know what's exactly going on. What's the plan? If the plan is to say, hey, we're gonna take this roster into the regular season, we're gonna see what happens. Let us know that. Don't get our hopes up. Don't give us false hope. Like, let us know what's going on, because we're seeing these random signings, and I don't personally think any of these players can come in and impact this roster and give us any minutes right now. So I'm just waiting on the moves. I'm just waiting for us to do something. I really don't feel comfortable with us going into the regular season with this lineup and this roster. Period. I just don't feel comfortable. I I just don't want Horse to screw this up. Now, you got us a chip. I get it. You see your superstar want to leave. Please do something, sir. And then the other thing, I understand, is the developments. We keep signing guards. We have no size on this team. If Brooke Lopez goes down, we have Robin Lopez, and that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's all we have. We have no size. We can't consider Bobby Porter's our backup center. He's too little. So I don't know what the Bucks are doing right now. I would even feel more confident if we were signing some centers, power forwards, things like that, things that can positions that can actually help the team. Y'all get what I'm saying? Like, more and more guards. I don't know what we're about to do. We're about to have a starting five of all guards. Giannis at center. I mean, like, what's going on? We continue to sign guard after guard after guard. We need size. We needed somebody's bowl size. We need the Mo Bambas. That's what we needed on this team. So Horse got to do something, y'all. Like, he really got to do something, because this is crazy. Can y'all please make sure to hit the like button as y'all come up in here? Much appreciated. That's all I ask. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Oh, I see it's cracking. Let me get to y'all in 1 second. I just needed to, get this off, because I'm concerned about what's going on with this lineup. Like I said, let Horace say something. Can he not talk to the people? Man, I'm low key frustrated. Let me get into the comment section here. Gibson Nicholas, what's good? Blessings to all the real Bucks fans in the chat. Peace and always from the Bahamas. Shout out to Gibson. Shout out to Gibson. Gibson said GM need to get on the phone and start making some serious decisions and calls. That's all I'm saying. Like, I want to see Horst do something. Even if it's alleged, I need to hear us like, oh, the Bucks were trying to make a trade with so and so. It fell through, but the Bucks were trying. At least let us see that you're trying to do something. That Humilidon was good. The Bucks roster is not for a championship. If the Bucks continue like this, I see Giannis leaving Milwaukee. Shout out to Humilidon, straight out of Puerto Rico. I hope that's not the case, but I can't see him wanting to keep running this same squad back. I can't see it. Michael Whitney was good. What up, bro? What up, Michael Whitney? Good to see you in the chat. Shout out. James, what's good, bro? Shout out to the dopest Bucks chat on the web. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 20 Bucks 23-24 NBA champion said Bucks 23-24 NBA champs coming soon. Okay. I love the positivity. Shout out to you. Tommy, what's up, bro? How you doing? Good to see you in the chat, sir. Shout out to Tommy. What up? Hey, man, we just here chopping it up about the recent Bucks signings. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, so these are the recent signings that over the last month or so from the Bucks, right? So we got Chris Livingston here. We got Omari Moore, Thanasis, Ty Washington Jr., and as of today, former Duke star Marcus Bolden. This is what he was doing in the G League: 4 points, 5.3 rebounds, 1.7 assists, and he shot 41% from the field. This is who the Bucks are signing. I'm just gonna leave this here for a minute so the people can take a look at this. This is who the Bucks are signing. We got a generational talent talking about he about to leave. These are the players the Bucks are signing. Just let that sink in. Nabel was good. Yo, I hate this roster. No superstar besides Giannis. Even if it's not a superstar, if it can be a true star, like yeah, I get where you coming from, Nabel. Michael Whitney said, "What's up, Bucks fans? What up, Michael Whitney? Good, you in the chat, bro? Appreciate you." The truth was good. Giannis and Milwaukee manager will have their sit down soon to discuss his issues with Horst. You think so? You think so? The truth? Cream City 1846 at LOL. Aw, Cream City, what you got to say, bro? Shout out to you. I know we always going back and forth. So let me see what you talk about in the chat, Cream City. John Jackson in the chat said the Bucks are too arrogant. Imagine self-destructing in the first round, yet scared to put anyone up to make the deal. Yes! Yes! That's my whole problem. We have got bounced early the last 2 years. What makes you think that it's going to be better the third time around? Regardless of injuries or whatever the case may be, we shouldn't be getting put out by a playing team. I don't care if Giannis don't play that whole series. There needs to be some significant moves made. We need to make a power move. Like that's just it. We need to make a power move. This is ridiculous. Gibson Nicholas said, give him till the end of the year to get it done. Okay, that's fair. Shout out to Gibson. Contain 4 feet. What's good? I think the Bucks are strategically looking for low-cost potential role players. That's fine about role players, but we need impact players. We need creators, players that can create their own shot, players that can slash. We need that. That's what we need for real. The truth said, can't no moves be made right now because of teams waiting on all their players to become available. Everything in the league is on a dead hold. Okay, until when do you think the truth? Until when? Stacy said, I said, yo, shout out to the best chat and best Bucks podcast. Shout out to you, Stacy. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Shout out to Stacy. Yes, ma'am. James Wood said, Bucks just signed Marcus Bolden to a 10-day training camp contract. Thoughts? Trade bait? Tired of these little crumbs signings? It's not that I'm tired. I get it that we're developing our talent. We're getting our own little piping system and trying to hopefully get some homegrown talent that can later impact the team. But we have a team that's only 2 years removed from a championship with most of those players in place. We need to tweak this roster, make some type of sudden moves to shoot some energy into this lineup. Otherwise, why do we think anything's going to be any different this year than the last couple years if nothing has changed on the roster? I just don't think that makes sense. Tommy Jackson said, "Man, you know the Bucks going for the low hanging side. That's what it's looking like. But is that enough to win a championship? Obviously, this team has enough talent to get in the playoffs and whatnot. But is this a team as it's currently constructed that you can win a championship with? That's the question. That's what I want to know." Big Can 87 in the house. What's good? Why the hell I didn't get notifications when you went live, bro? I don't know. I don't know, Big Ken. I'm just glad you in the chat, bro. Shout out to Big Ken. I'm just glad you knew about it, bro. Shout out to you. Eli Harris said there are mediocre trades that's not going to make an impact. That's all these are. We need impact players. I know we gotta wait until certain things happen and like October 4th or whatever, till certain players have been signed that their contracts are available. I still want to hear rumblings of the Bucks trying to make a move, trying to do something to improve this team. As I will continue to say, at least trying to get Colin Sexton, somebody that can create their own shot and help this team and alleviate some of the stress of ball handling on this team. Like that's what Daniel Orton said, "I'm just sick of the Bucks signing who guys." Right? Hey! Shout out to Daniel. Uh, let's just be on the positive that we're getting a lot of youth. We're getting a lot of youth, and we're trying to get them through our farming system. So we're gonna look at the positive side of that. They're looking to do work through our farming system. That's really what it is. So we'll see. John Jackson said they had multiple chances to beat the Heat despite injuries and choke multiple times. We didn't play our best basketball last year in the playoffs. That's a definite fact. I completely agree with you there. I do think the injuries had an impact, but even without Giannis, we should have been good enough to beat the Heat, especially since they didn't have Tyler Hero. Nick Loden, what's good? Are they trying to get KPJ? I don't know. I haven't heard anything as of late. I have not heard too much as of late. The truth said Eli Harris, that's false. The truth said John Jackson, the main factor was injuries to their superstars. You talking senseless. All right, I see y'all going at it in the chat. Mr. Cool said, I'm not understanding at why we're signing all these G League guards. I'm not understanding Horse. And normally I'm a supporter of Horse, but I'm concerned about Horse. Shout out to Mr. Cool. You concerned. Man, I'm concerned. They need to explain, yeah, because this is a lot of signing of G League players. So I want an explanation. I definitely want an explanation. Shout out to you, Mr. Cool. Cream City 1846. Too much negative energy for the Bucks. If y'all go support the Bucks, who will? Oh, we support the Bucks, sir. That's not the question. We are talking about things that need to happen to impact this roster to make us better. Why is it wrong to want more? Cream City 1846. Should we just be okay with the current roster and just assume we're going to win a championship? If that was the case, our superstar player would never have made the comments he made. That's why we're going in this direction, Cream City 1846. Our superstar, Giannis Antetokounmpo, said if he's going to stay, there needs to be changes. It needs to look like a championship team. Why would he say that if he believed in this roster, Cream City 1846? That comment coming out, him not retracting it, lets us all know that he is concerned about this roster. And if he's concerned, why shouldn't we be concerned as Bucks fans? Again, he didn't have to say anything. He could have retracted it when it came out, done multiple things to kind of calm down this snowball effect of him possibly leaving. He's done none of that. So if that's the case, we need to win his trust back. And the best way to win Giannis's trust back is to make moves on the roster. That's just it. There's nothing about negativity. It's not about being negative. It's about being real and accepting the situation that's in front of you and figuring out what's the best solution for that situation. And the situation is preventing Giannis from leaving Milwaukee. Keeping this current lineup is clearly not enough for Giannis, so we need to make a change. Cream City, are you saying that you just want to keep the same roster and because of injuries we should be fine and we'll win a championship? That's what you're saying. Just so I can confirm. Gibson Nicholas said we cannot afford to let the Giannis leave the city he built. I agree. I agree. It'll go back to the dark ages quick. Daniel Horace said, who? John Jackson said injuries, it was a factor, but there's no way one man going down against a playing team is excusable. The Knicks had guys that go down, and Brunson was injured too, yet they still played better than us. Agreed. And I will say that coaching did have an effect on us as well, so that was part of the problem. But yeah, we should have been good enough to beat Miami. We just should have been big enough. The truth said, Mr. Cool, we signing these G League players because training camp coming up. Can't nobody make real moves right now because everyone on team's roster is not available to be dealt. Okay, so that's the October 4th thing you talking about then, the truth. Okay, you done with the Who's? Shout out to Daniel Horton. Fletcher 12, what's good? What up? Hey, what up? And what up, bro? Bolden is a good young player. He just needs seasoning. He played last year for the Bucks. That's fine. That's what I'm saying. This is good that they're signing these players to like I said, there's a farming system. But we need players that can impact this team right now. We need to make moves now like we're trying to win a championship. Again, I keep bringing up the Celtics. The Celtics were just in the championship and Eastern Conference Finals, yet they are making moves. Are we better than the Boston Celtics? Should we not be trying to make moves also to try to get this team in a better position to be to win a championship? That's all I'm saying. Why is it wrong for to want the team to be better? If I'm getting B's or B pluses in school, that's definitely I'm doing good work. But why shouldn't I push to get an A minus? Why shouldn't I push for that? B plus is great. That's good in school. You get a good grade point average. But why should I settle? Why shouldn't I shoot for a higher grade point? Why shouldn't I shoot for getting A's? Why not? That's all I'm saying. Let us shoot for and try to get some A players. We got a couple B players. We need another A player along an A plus player so we can win this chip. Cream City said he's not getting signed. He's only signed a training camp contract. He's not going to be on the roster. That's fine, but we understand all that, Cream City. But we need players that should impact the current roster. We need a bench. We need a big man. We only have Robin Lopez as our backup center. That's not enough. We have no other really big forwards. This is a very small roster going into the regular season without any changes. Will you guys at least agree with that? We have all guard. Listen, who are our big men? So let me get this straight. You guys are high hopes of a team, right? And I love the Bucks, but we have 2 bench big men on the whole roster. We have Bobby Portis and we have Robin Lopez. Those are our backup big men. And you can't really count Bobby as a backup because he played 30 minutes as a starter. So Robin is our only backup big man. We have no size on this team. We need to get size. We need to get some a point guard that's actually seasoned already. We need things on this roster if you want to be realistic. Like I said, even if the roster as is will make the playoffs. But is that enough right now for your appetite? Don't you want to get back in the championship? Shouldn't the Bucks be pushing to make the moves to get back in the championship? Is that not the goal? To win chips? To hang banners? To hang banners, you got to get better. Nabel said, I don't think Horst is taken seriously for this roster. I don't know if it's that. Maybe like the truth said, it might be just due to players' contracts and becoming available. And that's fine. That's fine. But I just want to at least hear the vision of Horst. Don't y'all just at least want to know what he's talking about? Like, he should come out and say something. That's The truth said Gibson, Nicholas, our city been built before Giannis. That's true, but this new that Fiserv Forum was built for Giannis though. Come on. If we didn't have Giannis, we not getting that Fiserv Forum. Mr. Cool said the truth. Salute. Robert Brooks said, I know we don't currently have a championship roster, but it's not alarming as now. However, it would get critical if we don't make any moves by the end of October. That's a fair statement. That's a fair statement, Robert Brooks. That's fair right there. So if we don't see anything by the end of October where players become available, I feel like that should be alarming a little bit. I agree with that. Great statement. I definitely agree with that. Fletcher 12 said, I wouldn't let Giannis walk. I ain't messed up with a playoff. AD is arguably is better than Giannis, and Bucks will receive draft capital from the Lakers in the offseason. AD just be too injury prone, bro. I understand the upside, but the injuries is crazy. The truth said, Robert Brooks, we gotta wait until teams are able to make moves. Everybody on a dead hole. Okay, yeah, that's fair. The truth. That's what we saying now. So we need to see something by the end of October then from Horace. Okay, the truth. If you don't see anything like by the end of October, will you be concerned at that time for the Bucks roster? Let me know in the chat. My boy Mr. Cool said, hit that like button. Yes. Please, y'all, just hit the like button when y'all come in. I don't be asking for nothing else. Just hit that like button so more people can see this electrifying content. Eric Payne in the house. What's good? What's up, y'all? Let's go. Sorry I'm late. We glad you right on time. You ain't late, Eric. You right on time. Contain 4 feet said, I get that we need impact players, but we haven't seen the new Bucks offense under the new coach. He might feel like he has what he needs at this point. That's a fair point. That's a fair point, Contain 4 feet. Again, if that's the case, that's a great point of view. Let him come out and say that then. As a coach, I'm comfortable with the roster the way it is. I think we're going to blah, blah, blah. He can do that. So maybe that's what should be said. If that's a good point. Maybe Griffin thinks this is enough. If that's the case, let him tell us. Let him tell us this is what it is, and then we kind of know what we can expect. Well, that's a great comment. John Jackson said, Chris still gave us 20 points per game that series. Despite that, he wasn't the problem. The issue was Drew Holiday, bad coaching, and inconsistent role players. Only one of those has been addressed. That's a fact. That's a fact. That is a fact. Yep. Great comment. Scorching Gamer, what's good? What's good, Bucks Nation? What's good, Scorching Gamer? Glad you in the chat, bro. Robert Brooks said, the truth, I know, bro. It's a frustrating waiting game. Now, yeah, that's the thing. That you just, because you don't know what's going to happen. You're assuming things. You just wanted to get there so we can just figure out what's what. Like I said, if that's the roster we're going to be stuck with, I'm going to support the Bucks the same. But then I can kind of rationalize expectations, if that makes sense. I'll rationalize my expectations. I always think the Bucks have a chance to win a championship if they have Giannis. All I'm saying is that with better players at certain position, it'll make that path much easier. That's all. I just want the path to be easier for Giannis. He's already given us 30 and 12 a game. I mean, he's playing great basketball. I'm just asking to put the right players around him to allow him to thrive and continue to be successful and put us in championship contention and not getting put out in the first round, not getting put out in the second round. Yes, a lot of that has to do with coaching, but some of that the players have to be held responsible. It wasn't just all Bud. Did Bud play a part? Absolutely. But some of the blame goes on the players as well. Eric Payne said we need to make some trades. Period. Everyone can go except Giannis. Let's get some player. Yeah, I'm just saying we just need to shake this up and just try to see if we can bring in some more talent. That's it. The truth said John Jackson at the end of the day, Chris wasn't healthy. He had lack of movement. His timing was off. It's because if any other top two players was injured, same results. There's validity to that as well. There's validity to that as well. Okay, Cream City. So you co-signed with John Jackson. Said, I agree. That was very real what he said. Especially Drew. Drew struggled defensively and offensively in the playoff. That's why I'm saying if any one of them are going to get traded between Middleton and Drew, I love Drew defensively, but I put Drew on the block. Y'all let me know if y'all would do that or not. Does it make more sense if we're going to make a big move? I believe it should be Drew that goes. Eric Payne said, Horse need to do something or go. Yeah, but we gonna give him some time. Like we said, end of October. Let's see what shake. Let's see what shake, Eric. The truth said Mr. Cool is gonna be frustrating for a minute. Okay. Oh, my boy King Case in the house. What it do? Bucks family, what's good? King Queez? Go, Keith. Good to see you in the chat, bro. We just chopping it up. The truth said we need to make moves. That is definitely, yeah. I don't see any way around it going in with this roster. Because like I said, I'll have to, have reasonable expectations going into the season. Eli Harris was good. Giannis sees teams and coaches are getting better while the Bucks are staying the same. That's kind of the thing, right? I feel like we're stagnant, a little stale. That's why I'm saying we need a little bit more influx of talent. Just because I feel like this thing is stale. We've been running kind of the same squad besides a few players for the last few years. So I think it's time for change. Again, I'm not saying we can't win a championship with this team. I'm just saying it's going to be difficult. You have no size. You have limited shot creators. It's going to be difficult. Nick Loden was good. Horse need to make trades ASAP. Go get KPJ or Sexton. Any one of those type of players will help depending on what we giving up. Contain 4 feet said I think Giannis was talking about the new coaching staff when he said he was not extending. Okay, interesting perspective. So you think it wasn't about the roster, it was about the coaching staff. Okay. Peter Trippo was good. I cannot understand all these little trades. What the Bucks need is a true second. In my opinion, Drew Holiday has to go and maybe Allen as well. I'm with that. I'm 100% with that. 100% with that. Eric Payne said every great player has done what Giannis did. Remember, Kobe wanted to be traded, LBJ, and then they got what they needed. Fair point, but then they got what they needed, right? That's all I'm saying. I want the Bucks to get what they need for Giannis. Mr. Cool said I used to run training camps back in the CBA before the G League and D League was around. Having all these guards in a training camp makes no sense. Thank you. Yes. That's why we're almost going to be forced to make moves because of the way this roster is currently constructed. So I'm going to see what's up end of October. We'll wait to pass judgment on Horse until the end of October. Well, we watching him closely. Shout out to you, Mr. Cool. Hey, that's cool that you used to run training camps and whatnot. Shout out to you. That's dope. King Case was good. I hope we make the right moves. I'm not ready for the dark ages again. I'm too used to winning. Laughing out loud. We're very serious. Bro, that's what I'm saying. I feel you on that. The dark ages, we right there. We just need to keep making these changes. We got to keep progressing, y'all. We got to keep progressing. We have to. Milwaukee Black in the house. What's good? What do all people do when they had a little success at their job? Get comfortable. Like all Wisconsin sports, the GMs and coaches are comfortable till they fire. Damn, great comment, Milwaukee Black. Yes. That's the thing. You cannot remain comfortable in any sport. You must continue to strive to get better. Make the right moves to improve this roster. I've seen slight moves. I like the draft. Let's talk about the positives, right? So we like our draft this year. It's probably one of our best drafts in years. I do feel like Livingston and Jackson Jr. will be able to have some impact, but we can't expect them to be game changers as rookies, which is why we need to get impact players. But they're nice pieces. We've added some pieces. I think Malik Beasley is a nice piece, but we need people that can truly impact the game, as previously stated, like a Colin Sexton. Colin Sexton is going to have an impact on the game. Like, he's going to have a real impact on the game. And maybe Jaren Jackson and Cliff Wilson come out, they just cold right away as rookies, but I don't know if that's reasonable expectations for players that young. Like I said, I've liked a lot of things the Bucks have done recently. Signing Adrian Griffin, the draft, getting Malik Beasley, at least getting Robin Lopez that has some form of big man on the team. I like some of these changes. I do like some of these G League players. I think they're got some of them got some dog in them, and we'll see what happens. But again, those are project players. We're looking at players that can impact this roster right now. And in order to do that, we will have to move some of these players. Again, as was stated by Mr. Cool, we have too many guards on this team, so we gotta move. We're gonna move somebody regardless. It's just, are we gonna move the right players to get back pieces that can truly make a difference on this squad? So that's what we need to figure out. John Jackson said Boston traded Marcus Smart, a key player and energy guy. Yeah, we are scared to even ponder putting up an Asian Drew Holiday. Woo! Fire comment, John Jackson. Fire comment. Right? Marcus Smart was their defensive guy, their glue energy guy. They traded him to get better. So what? That's let me put this back in. What does the chat have to say about this comment? I feel like this is very legit. I feel like I understand where you're coming from. I feel like I feel similar. I feel very similar. I feel like Drew should be on the block. The Truth said all these moves now are for training camp. The major moves will be later in October. Okay. That's what we're hoping. Contain Ford Feast said, I got a feeling Bobby, Pat, Allen might be gone by the trade deadline. You never know. You never know. I would hate to lose Bobby, but if it's bringing back like a superstar player, I'm with it. But I would hate to lose Bobby. Bobby brings a lot to the team. Daniel Orton said we should have kept Cousins. Real talk. I think for his skill set, yes, but I don't know if he meshed well in the locker room. But I'm a big DeMarcus Cousins fan. I thought he was hooping while he was here. He definitely would be giving us more than Robin Lopez or Myers Leonard gave us, for sure. Nigga Loda said, I forgot Robin was on the team. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. No, you didn't. I'm about to show you. Hold on. No, so you don't forget. This is who we signed, so you don't forget. Look. See, Robin Lopez, July 6th. I still am flabbergasted we never tried to even sign Mo Bamba. I think that was wild. I cannot believe we didn't try to get Mo Bamba as somebody like an athletic big. It's crazy. Eric Payne said, heck, at this point, Dwight Howard as a backup center. I wouldn't be against that, but the thing is, Dwight Howard is banned from the NBA. But yeah, I think Dwight still got some left in the tank, and in the backup position, he would help this team tremendously. Oh, he's way better than Robin Lopez. Like, let's not even have that conversation. Dwight Howard right now, oh yeah, he would help this team. Coming off the bench, blocking shot, oh yeah. Dwight Howard definitely would impact the game way more than Robin Lopez. John Jackson said if Brook Lopez goes down, we have basically nothing. At his age, who can feel good putting him in a position to do all that? We have no size on this team. We have a ton of guards. We need to just retool. That's what I'm saying. You can't go into the regular season with all these guards. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Like I said, I think October we'll see where this team is in October. Like I really feel like that. Yeah, I think we'll get it together here soon. Okay, let me ask you this. Just to say we don't make any changes, right? And we go into the regular season with this team. What would be your expectations in the chat? Do you still feel confident saying championships, the Eastern kind of like what would you feel confident in saying that what the Bucks could achieve with this current roster, not making any moves? I'd be interested to see what y'all say about that. Fletcher 12 said, so what, you don't like AD on the Bucks? I like AD. I think AD has a tremendous game. The problem is he doesn't stay healthy. There's no point in having all that talent if you can't stay healthy. If he was playing, we knew that he played 70 games a year. Yeah, but he's not going to do that. That's the problem. You get 30, 40 games out of AD. King Keeson said, agree. We still need a backup point, a two, a big man. Hopefully, we get an offensive two and a playmaking point guard. That's exactly what we need. Shout out to King Keith. That's exactly what we need, Keith. Exactly what we need. Shout out to you, King Keith. What's good, bro? You make it to the gym today, fam? Let me know in the chat. I ain't see you today. Charles Bilbo said, what it do, Amara and Bucks Nation? What it do, Charles Bilbo? Shout out to you, bro. Good to have you in the chat. Mr. Cool said the media needs to demand a press conference from Horace. He needs to update fans now on what's going on. So now you on my type of time, Mr. Cool. Okay. Since everybody in the chat let's just get an agreement. Let's give Horace until the end of October. And let's see what he does, if he does anything. And then we'll hold our true judgment on Horse until the end of October. I think that's fair. Especially the way the current contracts are constructed and where players are available. I think it's fair for us to just give Horse till the end of October to see if something shakes then. Because then all bets are off. We have all players are available. Teams can make moves. Then we'll see what Horse does. But if he doesn't make any moves by the end of October, he should definitely be on the hot seat. It should be piping hot. It should be not even hot. It should be on fire if we don't really see anything or hear some rumblings of the Bucks working on a trade. Because looking at this is mid. It's mid right now, in my opinion. Some quality players in there, yes, I understand, but it's mid. I just think besides the developmental players, I think our bench is mid right now, just because there's too many of one position. So I think Horace is almost forced with this roster to make a move. And, ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand we can't have a team where the bench is all guards. There's just no way that's going to work. What if somebody gets in foul trouble? Anything? We can't play with all guards, y'all. We have to shake some stuff up. We have to. Like that. That just is what it is. Like we gotta shake it up. We gotta shake it up. Daniel Orton said the Bucks was almost sold in 2017. I never been that scared of a team leaving. It was close before we got the new arena. I think I remember that. That's what I'm saying. If we start going like if you say Giannis left, then the team started tanking. That would be in play, and I don't ever want to see the Bucks leave Milwaukee. That's why we need to do what we need to do to keep our superstar happy. Eric Payne said AD is trash. No motor, no killer instinct. I'm not gonna go that hard on him. I just say he's not healthy, but I've definitely seen him hit some big shots. I done seen him save LeBron life like most of his number twos do. So he definitely has talent, very talented player. I think AD's main issue is health, in my opinion. Gibson said we have to make some serious moves for this team. Like I said, Gibson, we're gonna give him to the end of October. AB was good. He said AD is fine, China. AD like he made out of paper mache. That's the problem. He Mr. Glass, paper mache, any of those type of derogatory terms for someone that can't stay healthy, all should be aimed at at Anthony Davis. Man, my man, stay hurt. You breathe by Anthony Davis, he might turn his ankle. You look at him wrong. He out 2 weeks. Like I can't deal with that. King said we do not want Anthony Street Close Davis. No, sir. No, sir. No, the street clock, sir. No, peace, bruh. No, like if he was healthy, it'd be different. If he was a player that played 80 games a year, 70 games a year, it's different. But this man gave 30, 45, maybe 50. If you lucky, that ain't enough. John Jackson said, I hope that's the truth because it's odd. I haven't heard any rumors of anything about any Bucks players being pitched. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what make it uncomfortable that you're not hearing even any rumors of the Bucks making a move. But like I said, they might be playing it. They might be having a poker face right now, and they're not showing their cards until players are available. So let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Let's go in with positivity in my Cream City 1846 voice. I'm bringing the positivity, sir. So let's just assume it's that because there's no way anybody with common sense is going to allow this team with a roster full of guards to go and start the regular season. That would be insane. And I know Horse ain't that crazy. He can't be that crazy. Mr. Cool said the truth. I have no interest in players cut from Orlando. Oh. The truth said we don't need to demand no press conference from Horst because he more messy. We make the moves other teams will try to take advantage of Milwaukee on deals. Yeah, there's some validity to that. I feel you the truth. Charles Bilbo said, I will get the chance to tell you that you're wrong about the Nasses. In what way, Charles Bilbo? I said that he should focus on being a rebounder defender and that maybe Adrian Griffin will be able to help him as far as to find his niche because he got a high motor, he's energetic, he's athletic, and I said that he should focus on being a rebounder defender to get minutes, and that would actually help the team because we need athleticism and we need somebody who can play multiple positions. So he's able to do that, but he's so wild that he gets into foul trouble all the time. So I said that Adrian Griffin could kind of rein him in and have him focusing strictly on defense and rebounding, I think he could have an impact on the team. Milwaukee Black said Bucks fans need to stop smelling the Bucks ESPN hype that we need to run it back. Even if the Bucks win a chip this year, if everyone stinks in the playoffs again, Giannis is gone. Very possible. Very possible. Contain 4 feet said Drew on the block. I think so. I think he should be. Mr. Cool said the truth after Giannis comments, the fans rightfully have anxiety. We need to know something, and Horse should calm the water. There's some truth to that. There's some truth to that. Like a little something like, hey, fans, trust in the process. Just say, they don't gotta say we get anybody. Just trust the process. That'll be enough. You can talk in code. We'll figure it out. Big Ken 87 said everybody was talking about Giannis free throws. I know it was bad to watch, but nobody was really talking about how Drew got cooked by Jimmy Butler. Oh no. That's not fair, Big Ken. They was roasting Drew too. Not just about the defense, but how bad his offense was. But then they were saying because of how hard he had to play on defense is why his offense stinks. But I will say that he has a history of not having the best offensive performances. Has Drew had electrifying defensive plays? Absolutely. But his offense has never been like on fire in the playoffs that I recall. I recall a lot of 15-point games and stuff like that. You want to say playoff Middleton? I'll never take that away from Middleton. Middleton might be average in the regular season, but he stepped his game up in the playoffs. I will give him that. I don't feel Drew brings that. I don't feel like Drew steps up in the playoff. I feel like he has moments, and it's a difference. There's a difference between having moments and stepping up. We got to be clear with that, y'all. The truth said Mystical have a lot of interest in Orlando guards Cole Anthony, Markel Fultz, and Jalen Suggs. I wouldn't mind Markel Fultz. He's really improved his game as of recent, and he could at least another ball handler. So and Jalen Suggs, I don't mind those players. That's a good point. The truth. Daniel Orr said Milwaukee Black like the Brewers. I don't believe the hype till playoff time. Overall, the Bucks need to play defense. Fact. Oh, and the Brewers, they the same. Oh, yeah, Daniel Orr. The Brewers, they'll have all types of momentum going into the postseason. And then choke. Oh, the Brewers. The Brewers need to figure it out, too. Shout out to the Brewers. They need to figure it out in the postseason. AB said Drew already said he's done in 2 years. Ideally, trade him by the deadline and shake up the league with a scary move with time to still build chemistry with the new additions. I like that. I like that. Yeah, I like that. Make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all come in here. Much appreciated. Shout out to the Bucks chat. I like that. John Jackson said Middleton is better than Holiday. On this team, yes. In our situation, yes, Middleton is better than Drew, which is why Drew should be traded. And if we can make a move for Harden or Dame, those moves should be made. You telling us you checking out early anyway? Why not try to get you while your value is still high and bring somebody else that can get us some buckets? Just saying. Food for thought. Fletcher 12 said first Aaron Rodgers, Giannis. If Coach Griffin can turn at least one of these rookies into a superstar, we'll be set for the future with or without Giannis. We'll see. He's known for being a developmental coach. So that's one of the reasons we got Adrian Griffin is because he has the ability to develop talent. So I'm hopeful that that will be the case. I'm hopeful that will be the case. We'll see. But I really think Adrian Griffin will have a positive impact on especially the youth of this team. And I think he'll allow players to he'll help them find their identity of what they need to focus on this team. I do have a lot of faith in Adrian Griffin. And like I said, I have faith in the Bucks. I just think with the current makeup of this roster, there needs to be some changes to acquire size and wings, like small forwards and power forwards and centers. We're lacking. Backup point guard. We can't expect what's this my guy's name here? We can't expect Ty Washington Jr. to come in and be our backup point guard. You get what I'm saying? We need some seasoned players here on this Milwaukee Bucks team. And that's just a fact. We need some seasoned players. Period. That's it. Like I said, some of these are good signings. Like you got Malik Beasley, bringing back Brooke, you bringing back Middleton, even Robin Lopez, so we at least have a backup center. AJ Green solid, Jackson Jr. Now he could be an impact. I just don't know how much Jay Crowder has left. Let's talk about Jay Crowder for a second. I'm saying this: Jay Crowder, if we don't see nothing in him by the All-Star break, trade him too. Because he's supposed to be our 3-and-D guy and hold the multiple positions. If he's lost a step like it looked like defensively last year, obviously he wasn't in full NBA shape. But if he's not, I think we need to start about putting him on the block. If we're gonna talk about putting Pat on the block, Grayson, Jay Crowder could go on the block too. Let's be real. If he don't get back to what he was, we need to trade him too and try to recoup some of them draft picks that we recklessly gave up for Jay Crowder. If he's washed, that's another person we need to talk about should be traded. Does Jay Crowder, if we don't see much from him, when do you want him traded? By All-Star break, sooner? What would y'all want to see? Because we got it. For this team to be better too, Jay Crowder got to be better. Jay Crowder is impactful on this bench. I don't think we've spoken about him enough. He's our one of our power forwards, undersized, but he's listed as our power forward. So if he's not able to become the defender he once was or close to it, we got to move him too. We got to move my guy too. Real talk. Get back into some of these comments. Hold on. Sal Cali, what's good, bro? I have faith in Horse. I know he's going to make a big trade soon. That's what we're saying. We're giving him until the end of October, bro. We're giving him till the end of October when everybody's contracts are legal or whatever the mumbo jumbo is, the legal jargon for it, and then we're gonna see. Then we'll wait to pass judgment on Horse. All we're saying is, as Bucks fans, is we're nervous because we don't know what's happening. That's it. That's why we having these conversations, just for people to get their thoughts out, because we're all nervous. You're a real Bucks fan and you just not living in the fantasy world. You have to be a little bit nervous with this current roster. A little bit. Like I said, I have faith in this team. As long as we have a healthy Giannis, I feel we're able to. We're in a championship talk and can win it every year. But I just want the path to be easier. So we got to do something. You get there. Hold on. Mr. Cool said, "I'm good with our big three. Let's give them one more year together, people." I can't agree. I feel you, Mr. Cool, but I feel like Drew gotta go, man. I just, yeah, Drew gotta go, bro. I know what you're saying, but we don't have years to give up, in my opinion. I agree with that, but they can't wait too long, or there will barely be any value left. Correct. Correct. King Key said, anybody excited about Ty Ty? We'll see. We signed him. I heard he has upside, so we'll see. I wouldn't say excited, but I'm paying attention, because if we're signing all these young guys, it has to be for a reason. Like I said, homegrown talent. So we'll see. Robert Brooks said, Mr. Cool, we definitely can run it back and rely on Holiday and Middleton to consistently help Giannis offensively. This is why we need scoring shot creators badly. Facts. James was good. Drew's value plummets after this year, especially if we don't win another chip. This is really our only chance to right now to get something good in return. I kind of feel that way too. No. I agree with you, bro. I kind of feel that way. That while he still has more value, we trade now. We run it back, that value diminishes. Every year we're running it back, those players are getting older. And unless they're having breakout season, their value diminishes. Unless they do something like Brooke Lopez did and have, like, in your late 30s, have one of the best seasons you had in your career, which are rare. Now, if that happens, that's different. Otherwise, as every year goes past, Mr. Cool, those players do diminish in value. I agree with that. Contain 4 feet said third seed. I feel like that's reasonable with the current roster. That's fair. That's a fair assessment. The truth said James Drew purposely sabotaging his trade value by making it public of his coming retirement. Interesting perspective. You think he would do that? I don't think Drew that type of dude, though. The truth, I can't see him doing that on purpose. I think he's just being honest. Eli Harris said, I agree to move Holiday and someone else for a legitimate start. Agreed. That's all I'm saying. Move Drew with somebody else and get us back a legit, like a star. You know what I'm saying? That's all. The guy is retiring in 2 years. Why are we wasting time? If you tell me I'm gonna play. If I tell you I'm gonna do this 2 more years, right? And I know I got this money coming, I might not give it my all. I already know I'm out. I'm just counting the days. So if that might be it, I don't, like I said, that might be my mentality, not his. I can't see him going all out for these next 2 years if he about to retire. If that was the case, he wouldn't retire. John Jackson said, I think Drew has value on the market, but I think the Bucks themselves might be overinflating his worth. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Mr. Cool said the best free agent who's unsigned is Christian Wood. He's a very good player, but he's a bad locker room guy, and that's why he hasn't been signed. You're correct, Mr. Cool. He is a good player, but he's bad in the locker room, which is why he's still unsigned. Big Ken 87 said AD, Mr. Glad. Yes, sir. Very much so. This is a fact. Regular season Drew and postseason Drew are borderline two different players in itself. If you look at Drew's regular season numbers to postseason numbers, there's definitely a drop off. There's definitely a drop off. Are we overvaluing Drew due to past exceptional plays? Not playing, but plays. That he's had some monumental plays defensively, and because we hold that in high accord, are we overvaluing Drew Holiday because of past accomplishments? That's a serious question. Are we overvaluing Drew? Eli Harris said the Nasty's getting the contract is wild, bro. So, but and only full of energy. Come on, bro. Hey, I think the Nasty's used properly can give us some good minutes. He can give us 10 minutes a game if he's used properly and understands his role. That's why I say let's see what Adrian Griffin does with some of these players like the Nasty's. I'll be interested. The truth said everybody keeps talking stars. We don't really need stars. We need impact players. There's something to be said for that. The truth, which is why we've also been saying somebody like a Colin Sexton would be perfect, which would be an impact player, but we wouldn't have to give up a ton to get him. So that's I agree. I think Colin Sexton would change the dynamic quite a bit. We get Colin Sexton and a big man, we'd be good. Like, I'm not saying this would happen, but like we were to get Colin Sexton and like a Nick Claxton, that would be enough for me to feel confident. That would be enough because you got a nice young big man and Claxton can run the floor with Giannis. You got a nice backup guard, a combo guard, of Colin Sexton that create and distribute. That would make me feel so much better about this roster. Even if we don't get Dame Hard, none of that. If we could get like a Nick Claxton, you give us Colin Sexton or a Buddy Hield, Miles Turner, I'm cool with that. That's enough for me. That's enough right there. Those two players kind of in that realm, that's enough for me. I think we would be good. Milwaukee Black said, remember, Giannis is at practice and knows which players are washed, but he wants John Horst to protect him and be the bad guy and make the tough trades. Interesting. Interesting comment. Interesting. Huh. Robert Brooks said we just need to keep AKA street clothes in LA. Yes. Let them pay that crazy contract they paid that man. Yes, sir. King Key said, yes, sir. Made it this afternoon. Salute, salute, salute. I must have missed you. The truth said, Mr. Cool Christian Wood is a good reason to deal Bobby to try to acquire a good player to help Giannis. Yeah, but that's the thing, though. The truth. I've heard nothing but bad things about Christian Wood in the locker room, and that's why he's still a free agent. Mr. Cool said Anthony Davis is a big Packers fan. Interesting. I think I did hear about that. My boy Dwisdorf, number 3 in the house. Hey, Dwisdorf, you still in France, bro? I said, yo. Hey, Dwisdorf, let me know if you still in France, bro. Parlez-vous français? Y'all didn't even know I could speak French. I got a little bit of everything. Shout out to me. John Jackson said, plus I don't think the Bucks want Drew gone. Giannis had no issues in the postseason game interview putting Bud on the hot seat for the lack of adjustments while defending Drew specifically. That's true. That's true. That's fair. That's fair. Daniel Orton said, what is roster, huh? I can't get jiggy with this. Hey, well, let's give him time. Hey, Daniel, I'm gonna try to be the voice of reason here. Cream City 1846. You see me giving positive perspective here, bro. Let's give Horst a little bit more time. Let's give him till the end of October. Let's just see what happens. I think we're all under the same umbrella of thinking, yes, the roster is okay, but I think improvements would be needed for this to be a championship caliber team, like strong championship caliber team. Just on the strength that we got too many guards, y'all. We just got to keep it real. We keep signing guards. I mean, it just is what it is. So we're gonna see. I know Horst ain't crazy. He cannot see this roster and want to think it's cool to go into the regular season like that. Charles Bilbo said, "Gonna go all out and say, with this roster, we could still represent the East. Just to know if the coach is ready." That's an interesting comment. Okay, I know what you're saying by that. So you're saying, okay, this roster you feel is good enough to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, but you're concerned about the coaching since this will be his first year. Will the moment get too big? Does he have enough seasoning to be able to adjust in a tough game? That's a fair point. Good comment. I like that. Fletcher 12 said reason for multiple guard signings because of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. It's pretty much the best guard combo in the East. So you have to fill out your team before any big signing. Patience. The truth said, bro, we're going to keep all those guards. We just taking a look at each of these guards. Players will be cut so we can sign other players that get cut from their teams. Okay, so you're saying, okay, so you agree then, the truth, that we're gonna make some moves then. Okay, that's fair. Fair. Peter Trippo said, the way the team is right now, I don't have trust in anybody but Giannis. Everyone else chokes except for Middleton. I would say Middleton doesn't choke in the playoffs. I would say Giannis and Middleton are pretty steady. Like I said, playoff Middleton is really a thing. Contain 4 feet. Don't wild off in this chat like this, sir. I trade Giannis for Ja. Not a chance. Oh, 7Z made it in the chat. 7Z, what's good? Bucks bench. All guards. Portis, Crowder, Robin, Marjan, and Connaughton. Marjan and Connaughton are pretty much guards. Portis, what we talked about is a power forward center. Robin, power forward center. And Crowder, we were talking about him a little earlier. We don't know what Crowder has left in the tank. That's why I'm not even really counting him at this point. Because I think if he doesn't show much early in the season, we'll trade Crowder. Now, if he can get back to his old self at 3 and D, then he'll be an impact. So I agree with you on Crowder, but again, what does he have left? He looked slow and old last year, which is why I think if we don't see much from him early in the season, we'll ship him out, like I said, and try to recoup some of those draft picks. Mr. Cool said, one thing I know about Horse and the Bucks organization, they want high character players. This is why Middleton and Holiday is not going anywhere. I do agree with the high character, but sometimes you got to take risks to get to where you want to go. 7Z said in the playoffs, only 7 or 8 players get to play. Barring injuries, barring foul trouble, correct. I agree with you. Shout out. The truth, Giannis is not leaving Milwaukee. All this AD is ridiculous. Shout out to the truth. Chris B, what's good? Good to see you made it in the chat, bro. Is Horse fired yet? Not yet. Hey, we gotta give that man some time. We gotta wait till certain things settle in the NBA. We giving him until the end of October, bro. We give him until the end of October. Janet M. Oh, hold on. Janet MOC, what's good? What's good, my brother? What's good with you? Good to see you made it in the chat. Shout out. The truth said, Chris B, I hope Giannis gets Horse fired. We got to give Horse some time. I know he ain't crazy. Horse should have been fired together with Bud. Hiring Griffin is a mistake, in my humble opinion. Interesting. Why do you think it was a mistake, 7Z? Sal Cali said, no thanks, AD is softer than my girls. Shout out. Always here. Hold on, let me get to all of these. Humilidon said Holiday, Allen, Pat for Levine and Caruso. Huh. Interesting. I would want more. I would want somebody else to interesting. Interesting trade. Humilidon. Interesting. AB says Sal Kylie laughing out loud. Oh yeah, Sal be wilding in the chat. Middleton and Bobby for Hield and Turner. That's interesting as well. Huh. Mr. Cool said the only way Thanasis plays is with a tranquilizer. A tranquilizer? Come on, bro. Stacy said, if we happen to face Miami in the playoffs again, Giannis better get out there and guard Jimmy and stop yapping. That's a fact. Also, they played Drew way too many minutes in that series. I agree with that. I think we did run Drew down. Not the rapper, though. Stacy said Disney got me messed up. I can't even watch ESPN on cable right now. I forgot about that. Right, shout out to them for doing that wild stuff. Right. 7Z said that contained 4 feet. Drew isn't a superstar, especially on the offensive end, so it's not a surprise that he rarely has big offensive games. Okay. Big Ken said, y'all know Horse my cousin, bro. Come on, y'all. You wildin'. Ha! I like Josh Giddey. They're not giving him up, though, Eric Payne. He's a nice player. I like dude. He has no value currently, 7Z. Agreed. But we'll see. Maybe we'll see what he got left. Even if he doesn't, somebody will still take a chance on him. Just because of the name recognition. I know more than you. What's good, bro? Just popping in to say what up, and everybody gotta go. All right, peace out. Good for appreciate you popping in. King Key said, I'm hoping 99 just need to get his legs back under it. Me too, but we gonna see. We gonna see. Janet MOC said, my spirit this moment is calm knowing Giannis doesn't want to leave. He's putting fire under their feet. I hope that's the case. It's getting a little late here, y'all. I'm about to hop up out of here, but I will be back in the next couple days, and we'll talk more about this, or if anything else come up, or some more signings. Please check the community tab. We always chatting in there and talking about, and I'm always posting the latest Bucks news. Let's see what Horse does by the end of October. Let's wait to hold judgment, and maybe he does something before then. But let's wait before we bomb on Horse until at least the end of October, out of respect. Regardless of what we think about Horse, he did bring us a championship. He was part of the reason we won a championship. And I don't think any of us thought that the Bucks were winning a championship anytime soon. And for that to happen, we got to give Horse a little bit longer of a leash because of his past history. So let's see what happens at the end of October with Horse, and then we'll chop it up from there and see what's going on. I'm Amara. This is Amara's Logic, Milwaukee Bucks Trades, Rumors, and News live edition, where we're just chopping it up about the recent Bucks moves that are on the screen and the impact that those moves would have on the roster. And do we need to make any additional moves for this roster to be championship caliber? And should Horse be held accountable for the current roster and lack of size on this roster and impact players? So we're going to see what happens. Shout out to the best chat on YouTube. Shout out to the best podcast on YouTube. We're a combination. Hey, chat and me. Hey, we go together. Hey, peanut butter jelly, Walmart, and Sam's. Y'all feel me? Comment, like, subscribe, and share the electrifying content with the people. Peace. Go.